Hello, my friends. My name is Melissa from Melissa's Struggling Walk with Jesus. I'm here using the Amplified Holy Bible and the Navigator's Bible reading plan to share the Word of God with you. Today I'm working out of the Old Testament in the book of Proverbs, and I will be sharing chapter 8 with the title, The Commendation of Wisdom. And it says, "Does not wisdom call, and understanding lift up your voice? 2. On the top of the heights beside the way where the paths meet, wisdom takes her stand. 3. Beside the gates, at the entrance to the city, at the entrance of the door, she cries out. 4. To you, O men, I call, and my voice is directed to the sons of men. 5. O you naive or inexperienced or easily misled, understand prudence and seek astute common sense. And, O you close-minded, self-confident fools, understand wisdom, seek the insight and self-discipline that leads to godly living." Check out Isaiah chapter 32, verse 6. Verse 6, "Listen, for I will speak excellent and noble things, and the opening of my lips will reveal right things." 7, "For my mouth will utter truth, and wickedness is repulsive and loathsome to my lips." 8, "All the words of my youth are in righteousness, upright, in right standing with God. There is nothing contrary to truth or perverted crooked in them." 9, "They are all straightforward to him who understands with an open and willing mind, and right to those who find knowledge and live by it." 10, "Take my instruction rather than seek in silver, and take knowledge rather than the choicest gold." 11, "For wisdom is better than rubies, and all desirable things cannot compare with her." Check out Job chapter 28, verse 15, Psalms chapter 19, verse 10, and Psalms chapter 119, verse 127. Verse 12, "I, godly wisdom, reside with prudence, good judgment, moral courage, and astute common sense. And I find knowledge and discretion." Check out James chapter 1, verse 5. Verse 13, "The reverent fear and worshipful awe of the Lord includes the hatred of evil, pride and arrogance in the evil way, and the perverted mouth I hate." 14, "Counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding, power and strength are mine." 15, "By me kings reign and rulers decide and decree justice." Check out Daniel chapter 2, verse 21, Romans chapter 13, verse 1. 16, "By me princes rule and nobles, all who judge and govern rightly." 17, "I love those who love me, and those who seek me early and diligently will find me." Check out 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 30, Psalms chapter 91, verse 14, John chapter 14, verse 21, and James chapter 1, verse 5. Verse 18, "Riches and honor are with me, enduring wealth and righteousness, right standing with God." Check out Proverbs chapter 3, verse 16, and Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. 19, "My fruit is better than gold, even pure gold, and my yield is better than the choicest silver." 20, "I, wisdom, continuously walk in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of justice." 21, "That I may cause those who love me to inherit wealth and true riches, and that I may fill their treasuries." 22, "The Lord created and possessed me at the beginning of his way, before his works of old were accomplished." 23, "From everlasting I was established and ordained, from the beginning, before the earth existed. I, godly wisdom, existed." Check out John chapter 1, verse 1, and 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 24. Verse 24, "When there were no ocean depths, I was born, when there were no foundations and springs overflowing with water." 25, "Before the mountains were settled, before the hills, I was born." Check out Job chapter 15, verses 7 and 8. 26, "While he had not yet made the earth and the fields, or the first of the dust of the earth." 27, "When he established the heavens, I, wisdom, was there, when he drew a circle upon the face of the deep." 28, "When he made firm the skies above, when the fountains and springs of the deep became fixed and strong." 29, "When he set for the sea its boundaries, so that the waters would not transgress the boundaries set by his command. When he marked out the foundations of the earth, Check out Job chapter 38, verse 10 and 11, Psalms chapter 104, verses 6 through 9, and Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 22, verse 30. Then I was beside him as a master craftsman, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing before him always. Check out Matthew chapter 3, verse 17, and John chapter 1, verses 2 and 18. Verse 31. Rejoicing in the world as inhabited earth, and having my delight in the sons of men. Check out Psalms chapter 16, verse 3, verse 32. Now therefore, O sons, listen to me, for blessed, happy, prosperous, to be admired are they who keep my ways. Check out Psalms chapter 119, verse 1, Psalms chapter 128, verse 1 and 2, and Luke chapter 11, verse 28, verse 33. Heed, pay attention to instruction and be wise, and do not ignore or neglect it. 34. Blessed, happy, prosperous, to be admired is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at my doorpost. 35. For whoever finds me, wisdom finds me, and obtains favor and grace from the Lord. 36. But he who fails to find me or sins against me injures himself. But he who fails to find me or sins against me injures himself, and all those who hate me love and court death.